Hi, so I want to answer this question about how to explain the Raika honesty language to somebody who doesn't really like it and maybe has not been to workshops and so doesn't have so much practice with it. Yeah, that's a good one. So I can understand that for some people who are used to using the language the way they do, it feels unnatural or forced or awkward or something like that. For me, the language is kind of secondary, and the main thing is that I am and other people are expressing what is in our minds openly and honestly. And for me, the key in expression is talking more about the feelings and talking more about I language than you language, and kind of blame and stories and interpretations. So kind of sticking more with how I feel. What do I want? What is important to me? What do I want you to know about myself? What do you want to know about how I feel about a certain situation, and so on. So maybe if somebody really doesn't like the language and find it natural, it's like, all right, and could we agree that we talk more I language, we talk more about ourselves than the other person? And maybe the other one doesn't even want to agree to that, and that's all right too. So I think it's more about inviting and showing example than kind of pushing. At least I tend to be very allergic myself to pushing, so, or forcing or something like that, or somebody knowing better and telling me what to do. So maybe that's something there. And then, yeah, about the showing example, for me, what's important about Raika honesty language is separating the facts and the stories. And regardless if the other person is willing to do that, I can do that myself. Like facts like, you looked elsewhere when I was talking to you. Story, you were not interested, you don't care, I'm not important to you, you only want to talk about yourself, you don't really love me, stuff like that. So whatever facts that happened, things that we can both agree on, what I saw with my eyes, heard with my ears, and so on, and then the stories I make out of it. And other thing that I have often been involved with myself, especially in the past, and seen many other people do, is arguments about who remembers stuff right, so whose interpretation of the reality is the right one. And that's like the most useless fight, in my opinion, we can have in our lives. So sometimes just to say, yeah, I'm not sure exactly how it was, this is what I remember, I feel sad about that, I'm mad at you for the way you behaved at that moment, or what you said or didn't say, and stuff like that. So owning up that our memory is not to be trusted. According to many studies, it is actually pretty false. So less arguing about the facts. Yeah, so for me it's all about willingness to be vulnerable, honest, authentic, open, owning my own feelings and sensations, and then inviting the other person to do so if they're willing. And if they're not willing, I still want to share about what's going on with myself, and maybe get mad about the way they speak if that feels alive to me. So that's a few pointers that came to me. Guys, let me know if you have more questions. Ciao.